What are your roots for individual recovery? When I'm teaching the theory of post-traumatic growth, this is one of the last concepts that I teach. As a reminder, in my prior videos, I've been explaining how I teach the theory of post-traumatic growth to others and how to help them find it. Again, I use a symbolic analogy of a sugar maple tree to teach the concept that we can drill inside of us and pull out those trials and traumas and turn that into something sweeter. I use acronyms to teach the concept that you can become a trial tapper. And when I explained the acronym of trials, that was to teach in prior videos what are the theories and domains of post-traumatic growth. And then the tappers helps us understand how I teach the individual classes to help you understand and gain that post-traumatic growth. Now the tappers is also an acronym, which is an overarching acronym. And I use that tapper. The first acronym that I taught in a prior video was for the letter T, which was for the trunk or core understanding. The next acronym was for the R, which was for the rings, which I explained in another video. In the acronym TAPPER, the first letter P was for the pollinating stories, which I explained in another video. The next letter P was for the past that we go through, again in another video. The next letter in the word tapper is for the letter E for the evolving sap. And now the last letter in the word tapper is for the letter R for the roots or roots of individual recovery. I want to explain how I teach this to people. When we think of the metaphor, the roots of the maple tree spread out and they take these unique paths underground, right? So this symbolically says that individuals will go on individual journeys as we're learning this healing. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach, and our paths, our journey may involve different techniques, like I mentioned in previous video. We may find different resources, and it will take a different time and different timelines for us to heal. So healing can be winding, non-linear. You can be doing well and then you have setbacks. So it's just important to embrace this uniqueness in your individual experiences. So trial tappers understand this importance of recognizing the unique needs and the resources that contribute to each person's individual healing journey. So just like the diverse root system that nourishes a strong tree to find that resilient tree to make it stronger. So trial tappers acknowledge this diverse roots that nourish the individual healing. These resources, these timelines, these spiritual practices, the medications that might be needed, these nature connections that people make. So they provide guidance on exploring these options and fostering this self-care and the practices that help you nourish through this healing process. So these roots of individual recovery, they are unique elements that support this healing process. So when we think of the resources that people might use, they explore different tools or modalities like therapy, support groups, self-help books. You may have the keys to unlock these resources that they're basically all around you. Another thing they're going to kind of focus on is the timeline. So just understanding that healing is not linear and they allow yourself time, that all the time that you need. Another thing is holistic practices. So finding comfort and strength in your faith, your spiritual beliefs, yoga, meditation, relaxation, just other ways to overcome that. Now, another thing is, medication might be needed to help you, and if prescribed by a healthcare professional, maybe it can help you manage those symptoms for a while, short-term or long-term. Another thing is this nature connection that many people find. Spending time out in nature, it promotes relaxation and well-being. There's a lot of research about the concept of just being outside and getting the sun, so we want to follow that. The another thing is this idea of support of others around you. So when we think about what's around you to help you, we know that suicide prevention is a thing. There's suicide prevention lines, there's support groups, there's therapists, doctors, medical providers, uh, law enforcement agencies, peer supports. There's a lot of people around you that are willing to help you in your struggle. So we talk about the acronym of ROOTS. So we're recognizing our own unique tools for strength. So again, I break that down simply to help people understand is that the first letter R in ROOTS is I call resourceful keys. So trial tappers acknowledge this diverse resources that are available for you, right? So this individual healing that I talked about, the support groups, the help books, there's communities around you, but that they can help guide you in exploring these options and help you find the tools that best fit you in your journey. So basically, you have the key to unlock the potential to these new ideas and opportunities. They're all around you, but we teach this concept of how do you open up that door, unlock that lock, and go out and find those. The next first letter O in ROOTS is for openness to individual timelines. So trial tappers recognize that healing is not a linear process, like I said, and you need to give yourself compassion and grace when you're going through this journey. Each person's healing journey, it's on their own timeline. We have a unique path to go through, and we have our unique needs. We shouldn't be focusing on, this has been too long, or you've been struggling with this too long. It's time to move on. We're going to move past that. The next second letter O is for optimizing holistic practices. Like I said, trial tappers understand this concept of exploring spiritual practice, medication, nature connection, and healing processes. There are a variety of holistic approaches out there to help you in your recovery. So they encourage individuals to explore these options and to find what really works for them. The next letter in the ROOTS is the letter T for tending to your fire. So just like the tree needs consistent nourishment for its roots to thrive, so trial tappers emphasize the importance of checking in with yourselves as it relates to your personal safety and to your mental health, right? So they share we want you to share your inner thoughts with others to help them know how to strengthen you or strengthen your fire inside when you may need some extra support. When we talk about suicide prevention in this area, because it's a major focus of becoming a trial tapper and moving and finding post-traumatic growth. So you must identify what keeps your inner light burning bright and to share those things with others to help you when you might be needing some help. In those periods of time where you're struggling, help other people know how to help you. So just like the tree needs constant nourishment for its roots, to thrive, we talk about self-care is critical for healing. So this can involve a variety of things, like I said, healthy eating, getting enough sleep, engaging in activities that bring joy and relaxation to yourself, but just letting other people know. So we talk about this next piece is the last in the ROOTS is the letter S, seeking support when needed. So strengthening your support system is very important. So building a network of people who can support you in this healing journey. You may overlook some support groups that are out there. They're all around you. It's so common that people are fixed on their problem and don't think there's any help. There's so many people around you that are willing to help. You are encircled by many people that can support you in this journey to find post-traumatic growth. The journey is ongoing, and overcoming one trial trauma in your past may have helped you prepare you for this trial or the next. So in conclusion, when I think of all the things that I've taught, this concept of the word tapper, broken down in all the different metaphors. So these acronyms I use to highlight that just as the maple tree transforms this sap when it comes out into this valuable resource, this maple syrup, you too can transform your experiences into this personal growth and resilience. Building a strong foundation like the knowledge of the trunk or the core that I went through, tapping or transforming and nurturing healthy coping mechanisms or these annual rings of wellness, that you can create a supporting environment for growth. Sharing your stories or this pollinating wisdom story that you have and finding these unique paths to healing, these purposeful sugaring experiences, these fosters a sense of community and empowers others on their journey. Trial tappers embody the spirit of a tapper metaphor. They are not simply survivors, but beacons of hope and resilience. They guide others through these challenges of healing with compassion, understanding, and the knowledge of post-traumatic growth, and understanding that that is possible. So remember, the healing process is unique for everyone. Just like the individual root systems of the maple tree, embrace your journey, celebrate your victories, and never hesitate to seek support when needed. And I believe you can tap into your inner strength and emerge from your trials transformed. I hope that you believe that you can become a trial tapper and that you've learned more about post-traumatic growth. I'll explain more in future videos, and I please hope you like and share this with others. Thanks for watching.